about 6 artists who are going to be doing live sketching during this performance. And this is a program that's actually part of the Panama Jazz Festival. And it's run by Kimberly and Claire. And it's pretty special. So while you're enjoying this music, you can also enjoy some really amazing art that's inspired by the music. We need to thank these amazing sponsors that have supported this tour. These artists here are on tour. They've been in Detroit and in Boston and now here. And they had some very special support from the Ace Hotel here in New York, the Panama Jazz Festival, the Berkeley Global Jazz Institute, and the Danilo Pérez Foundation. Now I'm going to introduce you to the artistic and executive directors of the Panama Jazz Festival, Danilo Pérez and Patricia Zarate.
Thank you very much. We're very happy to be here. I want to thank our official photographer for 13 years. You're going to see some of his pictures there. Bill Bitsuda. Where's Bill Bitsuda? There he is. He's a New Yorker, but he loves Panama dearly. So here we are, and we are the Danilo Pérez Foundation and the Panama Jazz Festival. Everybody's invited to the Panama Jazz Festival next year, January 11 to the 16th. Come to Panama. Is the best place to be during that week of the year. Otherwise, stay here at Lincoln Center for the rest of the year. And I want to tell you that the Danilo Pérez Foundation started in the 1960s with an idea of Danilo Pérez Sr. He started in the school system of Panama, changing the school system of Panama and putting music to every single subject of the school system. So he started graduating people that were supposed to never graduate. They were doomed to be in jail or dead by the age of 20. So he started saving people through his musical classes. And then later, 50 years later, his son, Danilo Pérez, who is right here next to me, is doing what he was doing in the school system of Panama in a very small scale throughout all over the world. So we have the Berkeley Global Jazz Institute that works, our mission is to change, to make a positive change in the world through music. And I'd like to present Danilo Pérez.
Thank you very much. It's a privilege, and I'm actually really nervous. I'm not supposed to perform tonight, but I'm really nervous because this is a dream come true for me. Since I left Panama, one of the first things that I envisioned was, I was playing with Dizzy Gillespie, and I would say, I wish all my fellow Panamanians will have this feeling. When I play with Wayne Shorter every night, all my Panamanian colleagues will have this experience. When I'm playing here for you in New York, I wish all my people have this opportunity. And that dream came true tonight. This is special for me. Let me introduce each one of them, because each one of these people over there has put so much effort and work to be here tonight. Let me start with our saxophone alto player. I met him when he was 16, 17 years old, and he comes from Panama. He's from the center of Panama, if anybody being on the west side, the center. And he came via an event called the Jamboree. And the stuff that I can't really tell you in public, but the stuff that he went through to be here, from getting a saxophone to actually having a jazz record, to hearing the music that he wanted to play, to pursue. It was very difficult, but he worked his way through, and it's a sign of that hope and optimism to music is possible. Carlos Agrasal on Atrium. Another gentleman that I met when he was 18, right? And now he comes from San Miguel. I used to go to see my grandmother there, but that's a place that you need to go with us. You can't go alone. Well, now it's better, right? But if you want to go there, you got to call Oscar. But you know what I mean by that, right? It's a tough place. And he could have chosen so many different ways. But the tambor and the conga changed his life. And he's here, and he's one of the most premier salsa group in Panama. He is the director, he and his brother. Please say hi to Oscar Cruz. This gentleman in the middle, he's truly an inspiration. I met him when he was 13. And he was the one that bring books and bring records, and he was in charge of passing it around. Because believe it or not, we didn't have books like jazz book records. Was difficult to get. So I would bring anything I would bring, I would give it to him, and he was in charge of passing it around. That was what he had to do. And he did it, and he actually had a very difficult time learning this music and doing what he has to do. And he's a prime example how music is a therapy and how music changed people, actually. Please say hi to our director of the foundation, Luis Carlos Pérez. That concept, we brought it to Boston, and we created an institute called the Berkeley Global Jazz Institute. And this institute is in charge and is actually developing a curriculum where we're working with the future artists to be the ambassadors of jazz. Like, take responsibility and go out there and change the world and help the politicians to understand how jazz can save the world. They must play some kind of instrument. I'm gonna introduce them on drums from Canada, Anthony Fong. From Oregon, Portland, right? Or Eugene? Which one? Portland? Oh, that's a hard one to pronounce. I just leave it Oregon. Please say one to a really wonderful bassist, Jared Henderson. And on piano, all the way from South Africa, Witness Malu. Enjoy the concert. Thank you very much. I hope to see you at January 11th to the 16th in Panama. Bless you.